Join TWR in 2023. TWR Wednesday SITREP. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room. Guys, it is the midweek SITREP, and I like to come on to these every now and then with a live person so you can see that I'm a real person behind all those fire trades. Guys, we have been absolutely destroying the market this week, and even though the volatility has been nuts, it hasn't stopped us from making some money. I wanted to put out a couple notes. At the end of this video, I'm going to have some updates, man. February is starting to kick off, and it's going to be extremely busy for us, okay? I got a lot of stuff going on, and I hope you stick with this video to the end and check out some of the stuff that we got, man. We got the new Options Fundamental course that's coming up. We got a bunch of classes that are coming up in February. We also got some new things that we're going to be putting out as products and services, so please check it out. At the end of the video, I'm going to have some updates so that you can get spun up on all the good stuff. But right now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this midweek SITREP and talk about what we've done so far this week, what we're looking forward to closing out this week, and if we can get some of those hidden gems, those diamond in the roughs, that we can make some money going out even further, guys. If you're ready, follow me, and let's go to war together, team. Traders War Room, baby, let's get it.
Simone. Hey, you know I'm on that though, man. Y'all, come join it. In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit. Ain't no way we gonna lose.
TWR is your one-stop shop. How's TWR doing thus far? All right, first up, we went ahead and cut JD, took a $34 loss per contract. But guys, when you see the other trades we made, that money could make more money elsewhere, and that's exactly what we used it for. Now, I'm super excited about this trade right here. And guys, to the haters, I told you so. Patience always pays. Now, this was our swing trade on coin. Guys, we went ahead and rolled our previous trade, and we took a big loss on that one. But we rolled it, and then we fixed a new contract, which made that we had to have over 445 to make a profit. And guys, we did just that. Now, only $35 per contract, but you know what? Green is green, baby. Taking that straight to the bank. Trade on Google, we ended up closing out today, plus 190 per contract. All that legal stuff, I told you, was going to be a slower mover at first, but it was going to pick up steam. Our Walmart put paid off just like I told you guys, $78 per contract. And what about that Microsoft bounce play, guys? We ended up destroying that for $207 per contract. And then we had Tesla. We ended up taking profits for $124 per contract, and we gambled some on a swing trade. And how about my exit price? You guys feeling me on that one? And then we had SPY, the monster. Plus $373 per contract, and that's what I call fire. $100 to $1,000 per day is possible when you're a TWR market warrior. So quit wasting money. That's not making money. Join TWR. The links are in the description. What's hot and what's not. So it was kind of weird in the market today because the NASDAQ and the S&P actually closed red, but everything was dumped. And so most of the trades, we got super at the bottom, and we were able to ride those up. So that's why we felt the bullish momentum today, even though that the NASDAQ and the S&P weren't really in the bullish territory. So definitely kind of a weird market day. Futures are pointing green, and you know how I feel about the futures. We don't look at this as like the end-all, be-all. This is just an idea so that we can get a plan in motion so that we can go out and attack the market when that bell rings. So we definitely take note, we watch pre-market, and then we make tactical decisions when the market bell opens. I like this slide because it gives you popular ETFs. You got the SPY, you got the Q, and you got that IWM, and then you got your SMA 200, the 50, and then advancing to declining. So definitely, I like this one because it can give you a pulse on the overall market temp, and so we pay attention to it. So I'll be looking for some continuation on SPY, maybe a little bit of a bullish push on the Qs, and some continuation on that inverse ETF as well. And I just want to highlight this, man. The last video I did, I talked about the utility sector, right? Because it absolutely destroyed that day. And I told you a lot of times when you see the ones that are very strong one day, they're going to pull back on the next couple of days. And it did just that today. So definitely we pay attention to the sector performance because that's where we're noticing rotating of funds, all right? When you see the rotation of funds, you follow the money and you follow the money into the sectors that are making the money, okay? So financials absolutely destroyed it today, and consumer discretionary had a fantastic day as well. Looking at the flow, bulls are trying to gain control. Man, there's a lot of bullish sentiment, especially Microsoft took that dump in after hours, and then you saw it rebound on the regular market, and it kind of drove the rest of the market with it from the bottom, and you're starting to see that bullish sentiment coming. So definitely we're paying attention. Dark pool, nothing new with SPY being at the top and the Q being second, but look at that PM, okay? So paying attention to some of these other sectors that are got some monies moved in the dark pool sector can give you guys some great opportunity for some decent trades. So we're paying attention to PM, we're paying attention to SJI, and we're paying attention to the PANW, all right? So definitely those are some new tickers we haven't seen for a while, so we have to take note, and we'll check out the charts in the chart section here in a moment. All right, so this is your highest open interest, and this gives you both the call open interest and the put open interest. And what I like about this is a lot of times you want to get into new trades that are high volume, high liquid, but you also, especially if you're in derivatives, you want to make sure you got good open interest on it, okay? If people have all the positions closed, that means they're not expecting for a dramatic push, and they might just be looking for something to get out and escape. So high open interest definitely piques the interest, and it should pique yours as well for trades that potentially could have a catalytic type of movement and potentially a binary movement. Here's your unusual options. What we like about these is these give us the contracts that are moving and shaking, okay? And you're starting to see a lot of stuff pushed out into February. So take note of that. February 17th is an extremely popular day in the month that gives it about, almost a month from where we're at currently, a little less than a month, but it's like that mid area. All the big type of earnings are done. You start to get into some of the other earnings, and you see where the lay of the land is at, where the battlefront is kind of going to be at. So definitely paying attention to these, because this is where the money's flowing, and we're looking at the expiration dates and the strike prices. This right here are the tickers with the highest IV, okay? What we like about implied volatility is this is what makes the contracts on derivatives move, okay? Your implied volatility. So these things with the implied volatility that are highest, they're expecting a dramatic push, either bullish or bearish. You're not going to know the bullish or bearish movement, but the implied volatility is letting you know, like, hey, this thing got a lot of flow coming into it, and people are expecting a dramatic move one way or the other. And these are your top trending stocks, and we're going to pay attention to a few of these, and we'll get some of the charts here in a moment. But real quick, let's see what type of hot news we got so we can get some ideas of what to pay attention to in the next day in the market. Top news story, no surprise, Tesla's in it, okay? Tesla posts record quarterly profit amid challenges and offers a sunny outlook. So Wednesday, they reported mixed fourth quarter results with revenue slightly below Wall Street's expectations, but injected some optimism. Guys, if you don't pay attention to the after earnings conference call, that's where a lot of this stuff is starting to move, okay? And it's all based off of forward guidance. What the big money wants to hear from these top blue chip type of companies is they want to know, hey, where we're at right now, where we're projected to go, and how are you going to get us there? And if the big money investors like what they hear from these CEOs and these CFOs, then the stock is going to do well, even if the earnings aren't spectacular. The stock will do well because the investors are going to start getting into it. And if they don't like the forward guidance, the stock's going to take a dump. Susie Orman says, most of Americans today have absolutely no money. And here's where the guru is putting her funds. So she thinks that most consumers are or soon will be facing dire straits in an environment of higher interest rates. Basically, putting to the effect that the recession is going to be harder for some of the middle class to lower class individuals than some of the wealthier individuals. And, coming from her is kind of like one of those oxymoron things. It's like, of course, you're not even worried about the stuff. You rich anyways, It's like, what about me over here? Low man on the totem pole. But you know what? That's why we trade the market. That's why we follow Traders War Room, and we're a market warrior because we're going to be at your level one day. Suze Auerman. And here's your shotgun boast. So Facebook is going to allow Trump back on the platform after 2-year ban. Heaven forbid. Can't wait to see what he has to say. IBM posts biggest annual sales increase in more than a decade, announces layoffs. Guys, I put you on game on IBM. Don't sleep on this one, okay? Pay attention to IBM. An absurd issue needs an absurd solution. Let's mint a Brazilian dollar coin to end forever the Republicans' farcical political theater after debt ceiling. I haven't paid attention to that, but I think this has to do with some sort of Brazilian cryptocurrency that they're trying to get minted and make like the official currency. And then you got Kimberly Clark, CEO, says mind-blowing news in the poop category is coming in the second half. And if you guys don't know who Kimberly Clark is, it's an extremely popular brand that's behind a lot of the toiletry items and diaper and baby needs and stuff like that. So definitely paying attention to Kimberly Clark because they are a juggernaut in that consumer type of industry. Stocks I like for trades. All right, and we're going to start off with SPY, and I do apologize real quick. I'm starting to get kind of a sore throat, so my voice may kind of trickle in and out, but we're looking at SPY. So if we're looking to go long on SPY, we're looking for the trigger of above 401.86. Basically 402 would be fantastic. We close above that, all systems are go for at least a push up to 404, 405 before we hit some serious resistance. But on the other side of it, if we start dipping below that 398.75 range, we start to close on like a 5-minute chart below that range, we're probably going to look for a little bit of downward pressure, and we can definitely play the intraday, always going straight off of the EMAs. Tesla looking real good for continuation to the upside. Now listen, Tesla is one of those stocks that it could push all the way to 175 in a blink of an eye, okay? So definitely paying attention to this. If we start to cool down on Tesla, I think we'll come back to that blue line, that 148.52 area, before we'll probably bounce around, and that'll be the retest area to see if we can hold that, and then we can push back up. But I do like this for continuation to the upside. Tesla is extremely popular. A lot of people have been waiting for this to get some decent catalytic type of movement, and they got some stuff coming up on Investor Day here in a few weeks. So we're definitely looking to the bull side on Tesla and hoping that this thing just takes off. All right, next one I want to talk about is SHOP. We have a beautiful outside bar on SHOP. And so what we do with an outside bar is we go back to the inside bar. So the outside bar is called the mother bar. We're going to go back to the previous bar on the inside, and we'll draw our triggers off of that. So we're looking at continuation to the upside over 48.23, maybe 48.50 to be safe. And then we're looking at some retreating action if we hit that 46.50 area. Now, IBM, I want you guys to pay attention to this, okay? If we start closing below that bottom trigger there, we might need to look to the short side. But we start to close above that 139.50 area, I want you guys to consider going long because this could have a catalytic move, kind of like Microsoft did as well, and going right back up to where it was previously. So definitely keep this one on your radar. And if you see a good entry, especially a solid trigger above or below our trigger lines on like a 5-minute or 15-minute chart, take it and see what it does. Paying attention to the airlines, and I want you guys to pay attention to American Airlines, all right? We're looking like we're approaching our top level trigger, which we had already had in place. Once we start to approach that and we close above that, we can probably get a nice swing trade. And premiums are pretty decently priced, so you can go into like a mini leap on this one, looking out to, 17, 18, maybe even $20 if you give yourself enough time and let this thing kind of do its thing while it, digests its earnings report and looks towards a lot of traveling that's coming up. All right, we're getting to the end of the chart section. I want you to pay attention to CVX and the energy sector as a whole. We're looking like if we can cross back above that 185, 186 area, we could get some continuation. But if we start to retrace, we'll probably get a nice test back down to the 181. So we'll have to play this one out and see how this one unfolds when the bell opens tomorrow. Maybe we get some idea of it in pre-market, but I'll be paying attention to CVX and XOM specifically as far as the gas energy companies are concerned. And finally, we're going to go ahead and finish with Philip Morris. And Philip Morris looking like it wants to peak above its previous recent high. And we could get a decent little push to the upside. I could see Philip Morris pushing up to, about 110 in the near future. And premiums aren't priced that bad at all. So if you're looking for this one, you can go ahead and probably look out into March for a contract. See if you can get a decent one staying at the money, in the money as much as possible. But I do like this for a bull call and continuation to the upside. But we got our negative side ticker and trigger as well right there. So if we start to backtrack to that 103.50 area, 103 flat, then we're probably going to think about the short side and ride this one down. That's it, team. Don't forget upcoming TWR classes. All right, team, our next class is set and ready for you to register on the website. Join Traders War Room on 5 February at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time while I teach you how to manage risk and control emotional trading. This is the biggest account killer for smaller accounts and newer investors, guys. This is the stuff that takes you from a casual trader to a total trader, okay? This is a must-have class, especially if you're serious about your business and you're serious about trading. I hope I see everyone there. You can register online at traderswarroom.com. The link is in the description. I'll see you in class on 5 February at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. $15 gets you a seat, and every purchase gets the recording. And then 2 weeks after my class, guys, on 19 February at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, we got Diesel Trades coming in as a guest instructor. And listen, if you haven't seen Diesel Trades pushing out his alerts in the platform, you are missing something special, man. He is one of the most popular analysts out there, and we got him exclusively on the Traders War Room platform. Going to teach you how to day trade, reading candles, volume, and momentum. This class is a little more expensive as it's a 2-hour-long class, but $25 will get you a seat. Every purchase gets the recording, and you need to sign up quick because seats are filling up, and we only have a limited number of seats. So definitely, traderswarroom.com. The link is in the description. I'll see you in class on 19 February. Next, we got open registration for our upcoming Options Fundamental course. Go to the website, traderswarroom.com/Option University, and take a look at what we offer. Guys, this is a 5-week formal, in-depth, cradle to the grave, everything you need to know about options trading. Our instructor is a fantastic option trader. We have a virtual classroom that is intuitive and is built around you. And listen, this thing is fantastic. You're going to come out of this at the end of it with a graduation certificate. You're going to be one of the elite Traders War Room market warriors out there, and you're going to have lifelong skills so that you can make money in any type of market. Definitely take a look at what we offer. The link's in the description. We have payment plans available, and I hope to see you all in the February iteration of our next fundamental course. And finally, I want to invite you to come check out our TWR Investment Club. Listen, the chat group is free where you can get all the information over there. But listen, if you are struggling to make consistent profit, or you just don't have time to trade, but you still want to have fun and make some passive money, the TWR Investment Club is for you. Go to the link. It's in the description, or you can follow the link right there on the screen and go check out what we offer over there. I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. And the members that are already over there, we're making hella bank. So definitely come check us out and get spun up. And flash warning, you guys are hearing it first from me. Keep a lookout for the TWR Crypto University. Coming mid-February 2023, we got a full 5-week formal course on crypto, blockchain, and NFTs. There is nothing like this anywhere else, and we have a fantastic crypto, blockchain, NFT guru who's going to walk you through the process from the cradle to the grave and give you guys everything you need to know to be able to make money and understand exactly what crypto is, what tokens are, what NFTs are, what blockchain technology is, all the stuff that people don't quite understand that's going on with crypto. We're going to break this down Barney style, give you guys all the 411 so that you guys can make hella money in the next billion-dollar enterprise that's coming in the near future. Make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war.
I'm on it. Hey, you know I'm on that though, man. Y'all, come join it. In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose.